We will start in child's pose. So have your hands and knees down to your mat, and then allow your hips to move back towards your heels. It's okay if they don't touch the heels. Allow them to be heavy. If you need a little bit more support, bring your feet a little bit closer, your knees a little bit closer to each other. Or if you need a little bit more hip opening, then open them out to the sides a little bit more. And then start to relax your shoulders down to the floor. Try not to engage them just for a few moments. Allow the whole body to settle down to the floor. Allow your head to be heavy. And then start to connect with your breathing. Right? So just start to notice how you breathe today, how you feel today without judging yourself. All right? And start to feel the parts of the body that move with your breath. Maybe in your inhale, you feel your back expand as you lengthen your breath. And as you exhale, maybe soften your ribs down a little bit more towards your thighs. Let your hips be heavy towards the heels. So deep, full breath, starting to go a little bit more inward, letting go of your day, your to-do lists, your responsibilities, and really be here with your practice on your mat. Now let's breathe together. Take a big inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs. Inflate it. On the exhale, breathe out completely. One more time. Deep breath in through your nose. And exhale, side out through your mouth. One more time like that. Deep breath in. And exhale, empty it out. Okay, and then this time, breathing fully in and out through your nose, creating that internal heat if you practice Ujjayi breath. Otherwise, start to breathe just in and out through the nose this time. And then start to, again, go back to your body, like connecting with your body. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands forward, further forward in front of you, and feel your side ribs lengthen with your arms. Really lengthen them out. Let the hips be heavy. Stretch them forward. Breathe into the sides of your waist. Good. On your next inhale, lift your hips up and bring yourself to tabletop. Hands and knees down to your mat. Okay. So bring your arm shoulder width apart a little bit wider. Hips are hip width apart. We'll just do classic cat-cow here, starting to warm up the spine and the connecting with the breath. So as you inhale now, lengthen your heart forward, arch your back, lift the chest up, and then exhale, round your back. Pull the navel in, let your head go down to the floor. Okay? Inhale, heart forward, chest lifts, shoulders back, and then exhale, round, curl. Okay? Do this a few more times. If you want, you can make circles with your hips like so. Okay? Closing your eyes to feel your body. Good. And then pause at the center. Okay, bring yourself to neutral spine. Walk your hands a handprint forward, curl the toes, and then downward facing dog. Probably your first down dog for today. Like pedal your feet, bend one knee straight in the other. Or do a sneakful. Sway your hips side to side. Or you can shift forward and back, like plank and down dog, so that you start to lubricate your shoulders. So whatever you need that feels good for your body at this point, like do that. Like allow your body to feel. Okay? Good. All right, now in an inhale, shift forward to your plank pose, suppleable push-up. So your shoulders are above of your wrists, your thighs engaged, tailbone to your heels. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to your plank. And then lower your knees below of your hips all the way down to your back in your table. Reach your right leg back behind you, flex your foot. Roll your outer right hip down, lift the navel and ribs up, reach your left arm forward. Holding here for 5 breaths. See if you can lengthen towards the opposite direction. Push your right hand down and lift off of your right shoulder. So you're reaching up as you lengthen towards the opposite. Breathe. Stay for 1 more breath. Kick the wall behind you. Good. Release the left hand down. Curl the left toes. Lift the right leg up. Three-legged down dog. Bend your right knee and then open your right leg out. Good. Let the chest move back. Feel the stretch of your hip flexor. On your exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Round your back, shift forward. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, up your foot all the way through. Lower your left knee back and down to the floor. Inhale to your low lunge. Okay, lift your frontal hip bones up and then do a slight back bend here, stretching the left hip flexor this time and then opening your chest. But lift the frontal hip bones so that you protect your low back. Stay one more breath. And then exhale, hands go down to the floor. Just straighten your left leg just for a breath or two. Good, like Troy's using a block or blocks. If you have it, do that. Bend your right knee, palms flat. Lift the right leg back up, three-legged. Exhale, step your foot all the way through in between your hands. Inhale now to your high lunge. Ground your feet. Inhale, high lunge. Okay, right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe bend the back knee so the tailbone can go down towards the floor and lift up, lengthen all the way up towards your fingers. Stay for one more breath, maybe sink lower. Exhale, hands go down to the floor or to your block, straighten your right leg. Breathe into your hamstrings. Good. Now bend the right knee, lower your left knee down to the floor, back to your low lunge, and then pivot your left shin back behind you. So it's behind your knee. And then straighten your right leg and then your toes are pointing towards the wall on the side, on the left side. Okay, so you're in your gate pose. Inhale now, lift your arms up over your head and then side bend to your right. Okay, lengthen in the left side of your waist. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, side bend to your left. Palm flat, left palm flat, right arm over your head. Good, you can stay here, maybe balance, lift the right leg up. Okay, bringing the left hand down. Breathe. Release your right arm down to the floor. Pivot your left shin back, right foot down, and then plank to the back side of the room. Back side of your mat. Good. Take an inhale, and then exhale, lower down to the floor. Okay. Tops of the feet down. Inhale to your cobra. Lift your chest, and then exhale, go down. Inhale again, cobra or upward facing dog. Lift your chest, shoulders back, thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so now you're facing towards the back of the mat. Feel the length of your spine, hips back. We'll do the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Good. And then exhale, lower it down. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Lower your knees down to your back in your tabletop, facing the back of the room. Left leg back behind you. Flex the foot. Reach your right arm forward. Okay, so same action. Bring the ribs in, bring the navel in. Okay, lengthen towards the opposite direction here. Try not to sink down to the left arm. Breathe. Good, one more breath. And then release your right hand down. Curl the right toes, lift the left leg up, three-legged. And then open your left leg out. Okay, move your chest back. Keep the arms straight. On your exhale now, bring your knee to your nose. Round your back. Shift forward. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose, and step your foot all the way through. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Lengthen all the way up towards your fingers. Right hip forward, left hip back. Go step back bend if you're able to. Lift up, gaze up. Exhale, hands go down to the floor. Straighten your left leg any amount. Breathe. Good. And bend the left knee, palms flat. Lift the left leg up, three-legged down dog. And then exhale, step your foot all the way through. Okay, grounding the feet, high lunge this time. Lengthen all the way up towards your fingers. Okay, scissor the thighs, right hip forward. Okay, lengthen the tailbone down, but arms reaching up with the sides of your waist. One more breath. And then exhale, hands go down to the floor. And then straighten your left leg. Left hip back, right hip forward. Bend the left knee, lower your right knee down back to your low lunge. Pivot your right shin back behind you. Straighten your left leg, you're facing again to the left side of the room. Okay, inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, side bend to your left. Okay, really open your chest. And then release the right hand down to the floor. Left arm over your head this time. Stay here or float the left leg up. Okay, find a little bit of balance. And then release your left hand down so you back facing the front of the room. Good. And then exhale. Okay, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Lift the chest. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog here. Okay, we'll do that transition again this time. A little bit more with the breath and adding a little bit more. Okay, inhale, lift the left leg up. We'll start with the left leg. And then exhale, knee to the left triceps. Tap. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose round. Step your foot all the way through. Inhale to your high lunge. Exhale, hands go down to the floor. Lower your right knee down. Pivot your right shin back. And straighten your left leg. Because we started with the left leg. Inhale up. And then exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Right palm down. This time you can stay here. Or maybe release the right arm down. And then do a side plank. And for some of you, okay, you can grab the bottom leg. And then lengthen it forward. Okay? If it does not work today, that's okay. We'll stay one more breath. And then release the left hand down. Start facing the back side of the room. Either go straight to down dog or do your chaturanga. Hug the elbows in. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Lift the chest. Exhale. Down dog. Stay here 3 breaths. Really lift your hips up and back. Let the head go. Okay. We'll do the right side. Inhale now. Lift the right leg up. Exhale. Knee to the right triceps. Inhale. Lift the right leg up. Exhale. Knee to nose round. Step your foot all the way through. Okay. Grounding your feet. Inhale. High lunge. Good. Exhale. Hands go down. Left knee down. Low lunge. Pivot your left shin back. Straighten your right leg. So left hip and left knee are one line. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to your right. Open the chest. And then release the left hand down to the floor. One straight line of your shoulder. Stay or ground the right foot. And then left leg crosses over your right. Or maybe for some of you, grabbing the left foot, reaching it forward. Breathe. Good. Inhale, top arm over the head and then down. Back to your plank. Okay, organize your plank before you do your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, chest up. Exhale, down dog. Right? Stay in down dog 3 breaths. If you need to do child's pose, go do that. I'll just drink my water. Good. At the end of the exhale, you will look forward. You will step, or hop your feet forward to the tops of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground your feet. Big circle, lift all the way up. Or reach your arms up over your head. And then exhale, palms to the heart. Okay? Catch your breath. Close your eyes just for a few moments here. Grounding your feet, really feeling your feet to the floor, to the ground. Roll your shoulders back so the chest stays nice and open. Good. Let's take one breath together. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, side out. Good. Inhale now. Lift the arms up. And then exhale, bend the knees to your chair. Holding here 5 breaths. Okay, keeping the belly and the ribs in, away from your thighs. Tailbone down. Okay, weight is on the heels. Okay, maybe sink further down, like challenge yourself. Good. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Stay one more breath. And then exhale, fold forward, empty. Inhale, halfway forward. Either step back or hop back to your chaturanga. If you're hopping back, land with elbows bent. If you're stepping back, are you hopping back or hop? Troy will hop back. Good. Land with chaturanga if you're hopping back. Great. Inhale to your up dog. Lift your chest. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we'll start with the left leg again. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, knee to the right tricep. So you twist. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Lift it high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down at an angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Good. So here, your front knee faces forward because you're engaging your left glute. and your right thigh is engaged, pressing back. Spread your arms nice and wide. Good, and then exhale, hinge forward, left arm on top of the thigh, top arm over towards the ceiling. Stay here, maybe left arm goes outside of the foot. Present side angle, roll your chest up and then lengthen towards the crown of the head. Stay, one breath. And then now start to straighten your left leg by lifting the kneecap up, your thigh up. Maybe hand can go to the shin if you need to. If you have the block, use that. Otherwise, like roll your heart up and keep the spine nice and long. Okay, stay, one more breath. And then bend back to your warrior two. Windmill your hands down to the floor. You will walk, pivot towards the side of the mat. Bend your right knee and you will straighten your left leg. Breathe into the left hamstrings. And then switch. Bend your right, straighten your left. And then now we will walk towards the back of the mat again. Okay, bend the right knee, walk, your hands pivot towards the back of the mat. Here you're in your lunge, facing the back of the room. Take an inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, straighten your right leg. And then re-bend again. Inhale, exhale, straighten. Just one more time. Inhale up, lengthen, like doing a cat-cow. Exhale, round. And then bend. And then palms flat. Step your right leg back, plank. Do your vinyasa if you're doing it. Otherwise, skip chaturanga. Okay, we meet in downward facing dog. Use the breath with your vinyasas. Okay, let the head go in your down dog. Engage those legs. They have big muscles. Use them. We'll do the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to the left triceps. Twist it. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Step your foot all the way through. Turn your back heel down. Engage your left glute, warrior two. Okay? Tendency in this pose is that you hinge forward. See if you can feel your torso is in line with your hips and your shoulders. This time, hinging forward, keeping the back leg engaged. Left forearm on top of the thigh. Reach your arm towards the ceiling. Okay, or maybe right arm goes outside of the foot. Keep the left knee engaged, left hip engaged. So the knee tracks forward. Breathe. And then engage the left quad to start working on straightening the left leg for a triangle. You can move your hands further towards the shin or stay with the floor. You can bend that left leg if you need to. Open the chest, spine nice and long. Good, and then rebend the right knee, back, left knee, right knee, back to your warrior two. And then windmill your hands down to the floor. Walk to the side of the mat, straighten your right leg. Breathe here. Good, and then back to the center, other side. And then now we'll face back to the front of the room in your lunge with the left leg forward. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, straighten. Left hip back, scissor the thighs. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. And then rebend, palms flat. Left leg back. Okay. Again, option to chaturanga or skip. Breathe. Roll your shoulders back in your up dogs. Exhale, down dog. So if you can see my hands, I'm actually grabbing the outside edges of the mat. We have a carpeted floor and it's actually not so good for the wrists. So if you have wrist issues, this is something that you can do. Grabbing the outside edges of the mat and pulling your mat apart. It helps your wrist it gives them a break. All right, now back to our warrior two. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step. We're starting with the left leg today. Step your foot forward, back to your warrior two, back heel down. This time, keep the front knee bent, reverse your warrior, reach back. And then inhale back to your warrior two. And then hands to your hips, you slide your right foot a little bit closer. The right foot is facing forward, or not forward, toward the side of the mat. Now, shift your weight to the right foot. So when you're tree, okay, with the left foot to the inner thigh, or maybe like below the knee. So not on the knee, above the thigh, or below the knee. and then lengthen up. For some of you, maybe close your eyes, breathe. Okay, grounding the right foot and then lengthen all the way up towards your fingers. Relax your shoulders. And then now hands to your hips. You look down. Place the left foot back down to the floor, facing the front of your mat. We'll transition to half moon pose. Bend your left leg, left hand down to the floor or to your block if you have it. A foot forward to the pinky side of the foot and then float your back leg up. For some of you, you can stay here, like really kick that wall behind you. Roll your heart open, just like in your triangle, or maybe grab that back foot. Okay. Okay, Shavasana, breathe. Weight is on the heel of the left foot. And then release the back foot if you grabbed it. Okay, this time, release the right foot down to the floor. Back to the warrior two. Hands to your hips. Again, shorten the stance. And then we'll come into squat facing the corner, right corner of your mat. Okay, breathe here. Let the hips be heavy. Good. One more breath. Soften your face, guys. Good. And then slowly, parallel your feet. Fold forward here, face to the front of the room. Let the head go. All right, inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold, empty the breath. Inhale again, halfway. A step or hop back to your chaturanga. Take your time. If you're hopping back, land with elbows bent. Are you hopping? Go hop. I'm stepping back. And inhale to your up dog. Really ground your hands so you have leverage to lift your crown up. Exhale, down dog. Okay, other side, right leg lifts up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Back to your warrior two. Okay, this time, reverse, reach back. And then inhale back to your warrior two. And then keep the right knee bent and then slide the left foot. Left foot now faces the left side of the mat. Right foot to the inner thigh for tree. Okay, to modify, foot to the inner thigh, shin. Side of the shin. Lift the arms up over your head if you feel steady. Breathe. Lengthen all the way up towards your fingers. Tailbone down. Good. Hands to your hips. Look down. Place your right foot down to the floor. Okay. Facing right corner of your mat. Transition to half moon pose. Okay. Right hand a foot forward to the pinky side of the foot and then float the back leg up. Okay. Scoop that right hip under you. You can stay here or grab that left foot. Okay, roll your heart open. Breathe. Good. If you're wobbling, that's okay. Stay one more breath. And release the back foot. Okay, make a step back to your warrior two. As gracefully as you can. Hands to your hips. Slide the foot. Face the left corner of your mat again. Squat. Okay, left hand down to the floor. So I'll face you so that you see. Twist open. Left hand down, right arm up. Good. And then release. And then twist to the other side. And then back to the center. And again, hands go down. Fold forward. Face to the front of the room this time. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, fold. Okay. Bring your feet together. Add in crow pose for the fun of it. All right. So open your legs out to the sides. Okay, round your back. Arms down, shoulder width apart. Bring your knees towards the armpit. Gaze forward. Hug the elbows in like chaturanga arms. One foot lifts up. Maybe other foot lifts up. Maybe both feet lift up. Chest forward. Stay or shoot your legs back. Okay? Or step back. Go. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Good. When you're down dog, release the breath. Good. Let the head go. The end of the exhale, look forward. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, fold. Ground your feet. Lift all the way up to stand. And exhale, palms to the heart. All right, so I'll face you so that you can see me. You can watch also Troy on this side. So hands to your hips. Do figure four. Okay, pigeon, standing pigeon. Flex your right foot and then move your hips back, palms to the heart. So the weight is on the heel of the left foot. You can stay here, okay? Work on that balance, work on that hip. Or for some of you, you can turn, twist to the right, and then hook the right elbow to the left knee, okay? For those of you who do grasshopper pose, you can do that now. Right, I will face the front of the room now. Breathe. Good, one more breath. If you're out of bounds, that's okay. No one's watching you. Inhale back to the center, lift up, and then make a big step of your right leg back. Right knee in, big step, heel down so you're in your warrior one. Chest lifted. Good. Release your hands down to the floor. You lower your right knee down to the floor so you're in your lunge, lengthen, low lunge. Palms to the heart, and then we twist. Okay. Hook, chest lifts up towards the left. Maybe curl the back toes for some of you for balance, and for more challenging balance. And then open your chest up. As you press your palms together, the more leverage you have to turn your chest up. Breathe. Good, and then back to the center. Hands go down to the floor. Step your left leg back, plank. Take your time to vinyasa, or you can skip it if you like. So, good. I'll go straight to down dog. We'll go straight to down dog. Okay, we meet in down dog. Breathe fully. Good. At the end of the exhale, look forward, step or float your feet forward. Inhale halfway, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, palms to the heart. Okay, we'll do the other side. Hands to your hips, left knee in. Open the left leg out. Flexing the foot so the muscles around the knees. Stay active. Hips back. Weight is on the heel of the right foot. Palms to the heart. You can stay here. Or maybe, for some of you, can add a bounce to it. Twist to the left. Keeping the hips steady. So your hips are facing forward. You're twisting from the ribs. Okay? And find a back bend in your chest. Good. One more breath. You got this. Inhale back to the center. Okay? And then bring the left knee in. Make a big step of the left leg back. Heel down. Warrior one. Exhale. Hands go down to the floor. Step your right leg back. Plank, vinyasa, or skip. Meet you in down dog. Okay. With the breath, if your breath is becoming jagged, you can skip the vinyasas. Connect back to the breath. Let's breathe together. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then exhale, sigh it out. Good. Look at your palms. We've done this in the last class or in the other classes. But look at the space in between your palm. Bend your elbows out to the sides. Wrap them in. And then bend them down to the floor and interso hover. And then lift them back up. And then hug them in and then hover. And then back up. And the last one, you'll try to bring them all the way down to the floor in one piece. If not, that's okay. All right. And then forearm plank. Okay, shoulders in line with your elbows. Move your hips in line with your shoulders. Tailbone to your heels. Frontal hip bones lifted. Press your thighs up. So lengthen towards the crown of the head. Say one more breath. Good. Lower your knees down. Release the head down. Let your shoulders melt. Connect back to your breathing, to your breath. Soften your face. Good. All right, in the second round, we'll do the forearm side plank. All right, just strengthening your arms in preparation for the next pose. Forearms back down to the floor. Curl your toes. Okay, lift. Crown of the head forward. Tailbone to your heels. Breathe here. Okay, you can stay here. Hold your forearm plank. For those coming to side plank, we'll shift the weight onto the left arm. Roll the left shoulder into the socket. Stack the legs. If you need a little bit more support, bring the right foot forward. Okay. Tailbone to your heels and then lengthen towards your fingers. Stay one more breath. And then slowly come back down, back to your forearm, and we'll switch to the other side. Try staying, breathe, roll the right shoulder into the socket, relax your face, continue to breathe, tailbone towards your heels. Stay one more breath, and then release back down. And then this time, child's pose. Let the hips melt down to the heel, just like how we started. So go back to the feeling when we were still breathing and like not like catching our breath, you know. So go back to that sensation. Just take a breath together. Take a big inhale through your nose. And exhale, empty it out. Awesome. So if you're in child's pose, walk your hands forward. Really engage them as you walk them forward. Lift your hips up. And then curl the toes, downward facing dog. All right. And then on the inhale, lift the right leg up. And then step it outside of your right hand. All right, for lizard. So here, I'll give you several options, as I know like there's so many levels of those who are practicing. So for some of you who just need a little bit more stretch here, you can stay. For some who want to add a little bit more challenge, you can bring your right arm under. Okay, stay here. Or for some of you, you can do airplane arms so that you really work those inner thighs. And then for the full pose, you can do your arm balance, Vinyasa. So arms down, bend the elbows like chaturanga, shift your weight forward, gaze forward, and then float the back leg up. Okay? Breathe. If that doesn't work today, that's okay. You just try and see how that goes. Right? Or just stay in your lizard upright, breathe into the inner thigh. Okay? Good. Stay one more breath. Okay, and step your right leg back, like with a little bit of control, and then downward facing dog. All right, we'll do the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step your foot all the way through, outside of the left hand. Okay, adjust to accommodate your hips. We have very different hips, right? Stay here or bring the left arm under your left leg. Stay. Maybe try balancing airplane arms. Use the inner thighs, the work of your inner thighs. And maybe for some of you, can work on that arm balance. Okay, cartwheel floor doesn't help. Very challenging. Lift the chest. Okay, breathe. All right, stay one more breath. You got this. Arms straight. Okay, push the arms down. Lift the left leg with a little bit of control. Step the left leg back, and then downward facing dog. Okay, walk your hands to your feet towards the back of the mat. Okay, bend your knees a lot. Bring the palms underneath your feet, palms facing up. If you can bring the toes towards the wrist a little bit more, and then massage your wrist with your toes. Let the head go. Bend the knees if you need to. This is like live. I'll go forward. Alright, if you fell down too, that's okay, you get back up. Just like in life, you don't stay down, you get back up. Let your head go, let the tension in your head go. Breathe here. Alright. And then inhale halfway, lengthen. And then exhale, fold. And then walk your hands back to your plank. For those who want to do a round of vinyasa, please do that. Otherwise, we meet in downward facing dog. Okay. At the end of the exhale, you look forward. You'll step or hop your feet to the tops of the mat. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, fold. Bend your knees to your chair. Stay as low as you can. Gab is there. Hi, Gab. You're watching your awesome friend here. And then lower your hips all the way down so that you are in your seated pose. And then lift your chest up for both. And we will try to go as slow as you can down to the floor for core work. Slowly, slowly, as slow as you can. Be the last one to go down. Core engaged. You can do it. Good. Hug the knees into your chest. Alright. For a core sequence today, we will be doing something that I love. Alright. So lift the legs up. Hands underneath your head. Lift the chest. Twist to the right. Lower the left leg. Right leg stays lifted. You can stay here with your hands underneath your head for support, or reach your arms forward like Charlie's Angel's arms. Take an inhale, lower your right leg down. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Lift the right shoulder away from the floor and then lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower the right leg. So the right leg is the only thing that's moving. The left leg stays hovering. Okay, keep going. You got this. Lift the shoulders away from the floor. Keep twisting. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, back to the center. And then hug the knees in. You're doing great. Alright. And then legs back up. We'll do the other side. That's a beautiful thing. You have 2 sides. Okay, lift the chest and your head up. Twist to the left. Again, option to keep the hands underneath the head or Charlie's Angel's arms. Lower the right leg. Hover. Exhale, lower your left leg. Both legs engage. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower the left leg. Keep going. So the left leg is the only thing that's moving here. Chest is lifted. You stay twisted. How are you doing? I'm still talking. You just need to do it. Lift the chest. Keep the twist. 2 more. You got this. Good. Center. Hug the knees into your chest. You're doing great, guys. Okay. And last one, you lift both legs up to the ceiling. Okay. And then hands across your body. This is for your lower belly. Okay, we will try to aim 30 30 pulses today. All right, so you're reaching your legs up towards the ceiling. You will not swing your legs. Okay, you will try not to use momentum, but you'll just lift your hips and try to reach your feet up towards the ceiling, making pulses. Okay, I won't count, but try to do as much as you can. We'll aim for 30. We're already on our 10th. So go do it. Try not to use momentum. Try not to use your legs moving forward and back. You're just lifting your hips and you will feel it in your lower belly, and that's great. Keep going. Even if it's just only half an inch. Alright. I'm still talking. You can do it. 5 more. Alright. Hug your knees in. Okay. Relax the face, your jaw. Okay, place your feet down to the floor. And we'll do dynamic bridge first. Just keep your arms to the side. Do robot arms. Fingers are pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay, ground your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up, lift your chest. And then exhale, tone your belly as you lower your hips. Okay, 2 more like that. Inhale up. And then exhale. Inhale again. And then exhale. On the next one, we'll hold. Ground the inner parts of the feet, your heels, lift the chest. You can keep your robot arms like so, or bring your arms behind underneath you, interlace them, and then lift the chest. Use the pressing of your upper arms, your shoulder heads, the back of your shoulders. Press them down to the floor so that you lift your hips up. Breathe. Good, tailbone towards the back of the heel. Say one more breath. And then release the arms underneath you. Tone the belly as you lower your hips. Relax your arms to the sides. Let the hips be heavy here. And then just windshield wiper your legs side to side. Good. And back to the center. Hug the knees in. And you'll rock a few times forward and back until you're seated. Great. Okay. Bring your legs forward in front of you. Okay. Right leg over your left. If your sitting bones can stay down to the floor, you can bend your bottom leg, like so. And then bring your right hand behind you, hook your left elbow, and then twist towards the back of the room. So the key here is if you want to keep your hips facing forward, and you're twisting from the ribs, from your mid-back. So use your inhales to lengthen up, use your exhales to revolve, to bring out. Okay. Whatever's stuck there in your spine, your organs, open the chest, use your breath. Good, and then back to the center, unwind, just counter towards the other side. Good. And then back to the center here, okay, and then straighten your left leg, and just like hug the right shin in. Okay, and just swing it side to side, just like giving it a release in your outer hip, into your inner thighs. Good, and then release it down to the floor. Okay, we'll do the other side. Left leg over your right. Okay, you can stay with the right leg straight or bend it. Okay, adjust your sitting bones, left hand behind you. Hook the left elbow, right elbow, take an inhale, and then exhale, revolve your chest towards the back of the room. Okay, try not to lean towards the back of the room. Instead, lengthen towards the crown, and exhale, revolve the chest. Breathe here. You could stay for one more breath. And then look forward, unwind, and then twist to the other side. Good. And then back to the center. Okay, and then straighten the right leg. And then just bring your left leg in and then move it side to side. Chest stays lifted here. Good. And then back to the center. Release your left leg. Okay. And then keep the legs keep the legs as straight as you can. Inhale up. And then exhale, you fold. Let the head go down to the floor. Let the hips be heavy. Let your head be heavy. Okay, here when we go to our cool downs, you have options. You can keep your spine active. We can make it as an active pose by like really engaging your thighs and then lengthening your heart forward. So a more active forward fold. Or if you want a little bit more relaxation, you can just let your feet flop open and then let your back round and let your head be heavy. So see what you need today. Okay, and then start to soften your breath. Okay, and then slowly keep the back rounded, and you will roll down. Same action. Try to go down as slowly as you can with control. Slowly, slowly, slowly. All right. Once you're down to the floor, okay, bring your right knee into your chest. And then you twist to the right. Reach your right arm to the side. Okay, release the right shoulder. Let the right leg be heavy so that you're twisting at the same time you're stretching that outer right hip. the shoulders release down to the floor. Soften the breath. And then inhale back to the center. Hug the knee in. And then just stretch your right leg up. Make circles with your foot. Clockwise, counterclockwise. And give it a break. After all the bouncing. And then release it down. Okay. Other side, left leg in. And then cross. Okay, reaching the left arm to the side. Let the leg be heavy. So just soften your breath. You're doing great, guys. And then inhale back to the center. Stretch your left leg out any amount and make circles with your foot. Alright, back to the center. And this time both legs into the chest. And then this time, this would be the part where you do, it'll give you a minute to do whatever pose that you need to do. Like, because I know that there are advanced yogis who are joining us. So this is like before Shavasana, any last pose that you would like to do, you'd want to do inversion or a shoulder stand or plow, or if you need to just rest and go to Shavasana, you can do that too. So any last minute poses that you would like to do before we do Shavasana, this is the time. I will be doing plow today because I actually need a little bit more shoulder opening. So I place my arms down to the floor, lift my hips up. Okay, I try not to move my head to the sides, and then move my arms under so that the shoulders can press down. Okay, breathe. And if your feet doesn't touch the floor, that's okay. If this doesn't feel good for your body, you don't have to do it. You can just bring your legs up towards the ceiling. And whatever your pose you're doing, try to wind down now. Okay, so try to come down if you're in inversion. Do slowly. Okay. Transition slow. Hug the knees in. And again, if you need to go to Shavasana already, you can do that. Otherwise, like, I'm happy baby for your last pose. Okay. Just opening your hips out to the sides, let your shoulders melt down to the floor. If you want to rock side to side, do that. For today, I just want to be steady, feel my inner thighs, breathe, and then my legs to the sides. And then hug the knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, round, release tension in the back of your neck, and then release the head down. Take another breathe, take another breath in through your nose. And exhale, sigh all the tension out. And then slowly release your arms and your legs for your Shavasana. Okay. Here, find a really comfortable position where your body can settle down. Let the shoulders melt down to the floor. Try to really allow your body to settle, to melt down, to rest. Try not to engage your legs or your hips. Let them splay out open. Let your arms spread out to the sides. And just scan from the crown all the way to your toes. If there's any tension that you're still carrying with you, you don't need it. You don't have to carry it with you. It's time to just breathe it out and let it go. Okay, sometimes we subconsciously carry so much in our shoulders, in our hips, and even in our heads. And this is a time to just be without doing but simply being. Back to your true self, connecting back to your breath. Okay. So allow yourself to do nothing but rest. Enjoy your much deserved Shavasana. And you're very welcome to stay lying down in Shavasana. If you're getting up, start to make gentle movements with your toes and your fingers. Start to soften, connect back to your breathing. And start to bring your arms up over your head and give yourself a stretch, reaching your arms up, lengthening your legs. And then slowly roll onto one side. And rest your head on your upper arm and stay there for a breath or two, allowing the breath to flow, keeping your body nice and gentle. And then slowly ground your hands down and bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Any seated position that you like, or you can sit up tall. For Instagram, if I get cut off, thank you again for joining. You can again watch the replay in YouTube. Otherwise, thank you. Now just start to settle down into your seated position. Let's breathe together. Take a big inhale through your nose. And exhale, empty it out. And then bring the palms together in front of your heart. On an inhale, lift your heart up. And then exhale, bow down your brain to the wisdom of your heart. And thank yourself for showing up tonight, today, for taking the time to practice, for taking the time to take care of yourself. And I thank you for sharing your day with me, your awesome practice with me. May the light in me honor the light in you. Let's greet each other. Namaste.